I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 ounce. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, Why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker.
Man, oh man. It's been a crazy week, bro. It's been a crazy week. Yes. Definitely.
Same guy.
Yeah, it's been a crazy fucking week. All around the fucking world, bro. All around the world, man. Professionally and personally, bro. Jesus Christ. The stupidity of some people just fucking gets me sometimes, man. But, wow. Wow.
Sometimes it seems like they're not playing with a full deck, bro.
You know, man, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so, man. Sometimes I don't think some people are playing with a full deck, bro. Golly, boy. Well, here it is, bro. Here is the Friday episode. Here is the Friday episode where we are going to cover it. You guys know what it is, bro. You guys already know. For the past 2 weeks, we've had laundry lists. I would even say a month. There might have been a 1 week break in between there. But the fucking golly, dude, the what's the word I'm looking for, bro? The fucking just encyclopedia of CM Punk drama we've had to uncover is nuts. And
oh, dude, it's insane.
Wow. And here we are, bro. And we talked about it on Monday. We talked about it on Monday a lot because I just, me, nor Sir K, nor you guys wanted to fucking talk about weekly television like CM Punk just didn't get fired a couple days ago. So obviously we wanted to talk about it. Dude, we're going to go over it all today. We'll probably save it for the end because we have to start with the Payback stuff, and we also have like a fuck ton of news covering CM Punk. So, Payback, we're gonna start you guys off with Payback, bro. But just know it's brewing, bro. We have CM Punk fired. We got the official statement from AEW. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a supposed altercation that happened with Mr. William Regal in AEW. We're going to talk about CM Punk wanting a WWE return earlier this year. We're going to talk about his pitches for the return and what he wanted to do, or in the ballpark of what he wanted to be doing for WrestleMania season. We have CM Punk and the Elite sitting down for a meeting. We also have a 6-month clause, little side story, and we have a story about a legal letter that was sent to the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. So we're going to talk about all that, guys. We got all that for you guys, bro, and a bunch more stuff, man. We got news on WWE contracts coming up, man. We got news on Ace Steel. We got news on LA Knight, the merger, Max, HBO Max, and AEW, Drew McIntyre. We got a bunch of stuff today here for you guys, bro. But before we get to this Payback review, or brief review of Payback, we're going to just start you guys off with the intro, obviously, man. So what is going on, everybody? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. And this is episode 178 of the news, man. If this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how the show works, rather. If you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news at 4 p.m. Central, man. So, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, is CM Punk WWE bound? We talked about CM Punk. We talked about the possibility of him going back to WWE, being after the news that we have today for you guys. Is CM Punk going back to WWE? What is going on? What is going on with CM Punk, bro? We talked all about it. We talked about why the AEW run didn't work, and ultimately why it had all the potential in the world to work, but for reasons being, it didn't work. We talked about, why we thought it didn't work and stuff like that, man. It was a great listen. So, if you guys did miss that is available for you guys on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here every Monday after Monday Night Raw for Notorious Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop, man. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. You have the Chicago flag design, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired design, the base logo design, the best-kept secret to the IWC, the Riddler-inspired design, the Notorious World Order design. You have that in 3 versions, the Chicago flag version like you see on your screen, the classic black and white, and the Wolfpack red. So those 3 are available in all different styles. The Grand Slam design, the scratch logo, and the only community that matters. All 8 of these designs, plus more, available for you guys live on the merch shop. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to, if you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, bro?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just been chilling out, man. Been chilling out pretty normal, man. Just normal last week, man. Normal last week. Besides when Phil Brooks, man, it's been a pretty basic chill week, man. It really has been. But like Durante always asks, man, how's life? How's the family, man? Life's good, man. The family's good. How's everybody doing in chat? I could see chat again now. I just reloaded. I didn't see any of the chats. So now I can see chat, so I can see who's here. Logan, Bill, Durante, how you guys doing, man? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good, dude. Yeah, just a crazy week, bro. Crazy week. Yeah. I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it, man. When I could believe it when he got fired, but I couldn't believe that Tony Khan. I couldn't believe that Tony Khan not only grew a set, but I also couldn't believe that he did it that weekend. crazy.
Yeah,
Fucking crazy.
I thought he, I really thought he was gonna wait, if anything, for the next week, this week to roll into to do it, but no, he did it the day before. Man grew a pair, man. You like to see it.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. So, yeah, man. But other than that, dude, other than that, I'm doing great. Great as always, man. So, yeah, man. Um, yeah, but yeah, as Toronto always asks, man, how's life? How's the family? Life is good. Family's good. I'm good, Durante. What about you, Durante, Logan, Bell, Bobs? How's everybody doing, man? And thank you guys for being here as always, man. You know, as I was putting this hoodie on today, man, I couldn't help but think, bro. It's been 2 weeks, man.
Oh yeah, damn, that's
Damn,
crazy, man.
horrible, bro.
Damn.
I was what the fuck? I was just watching a retrospective of Bray Wyatt's career last night on YouTube for some reason. And then when I woke up this morning, um I was putting I put this hoodie on and I couldn't help but think it was last week for some reason. And then when it hit me
I
that it
get you.
was 2 weeks ago, I was like, holy shit. But yeah, it's fucking wild, bro. That's wild. Sucks, dude. But yeah, so but other than that, man, I'm good. Other than that, I'm good, man. Oh wow, that's crazy, Bell. Well, we're in the midst of like
The
my
opposite,
type of
actually. It's
weather. Yeah.
nice and chilly out, but it's starting to feel like fall, and I love it, man. I got the window
Yes.
open. Shit's nice as fuck.
Dude, I love it,
Sorry, you gotta
bro.
do it. I hate the heat.
Yeah, I don't mind the heat as long as it's in like July or like June, because then it gives me like summer
Yeah.
vibes. But like once we start rolling into September or like the end of August, like I'm just kind of over the heat. You know, I
Oh, dude, I swear to God.
yeah, it's I'm probably gonna sound like the biggest fucking weirdo when I say this, but like I as much as people like hate the weather in Chicago, like I love it. Like
I love it.
how it's like I know the weather is a little bipolar over here, bro, but like I just love like super hot in the summer and then like fucking freezing cold in the winter because then like you get that perfect mix in like spring and fall. Like, oh man, it's just fucking amazing. I love it.
I couldn't imagine living in a place where it's always the same weather. And that would just be weird, like it's always hot or it's always
Yeah,
cold.
no.
I think I would hate that.
I would. I genuinely would. Yeah, I would hate the hell out of that too. All right, man. So, payback. Payback. Uh all right. Let's just talk about payback. It's probably going to be a little brief, guys, cuz I mean this show wasn't necessarily my favorite
It's not that
WWE
important.
show. It was nothing. It's exactly the reason as to why we don't do shows like this. The only C-level show that I, regret not doing a review on was Extreme Rules of last year because it was actually a really fucking good show. And then me and Sir K were like super hype after Wyatt came back. So I think that would have made for a good review. But that's like the only fucking one I regret doing. All the other ones you've seen coming a mile ahead. So, we did like Elimination
Oh,
Chamber
yeah.
and stuff.
You know what it's going to be, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and this one just didn't seem too big, and it wasn't, the quality of the show wasn't bad, but yeah, it was just kind of, blow over stuff anyway. So, the first match on the show was Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus, and I don't know what everybody's talking about, that this was like some god tier match. It was not, but it was their best work of the
All
summer.
right.
I'll give them that. It was way
Yeah.
better than anything they did all summer. So I can appreciate that. But people were talking about this match like it was some fucking 5-star banger.
No, it really wasn't. It was just good generic steel cage match where the feud is one person has a heater, so they have a steel cage match to keep them out. the person always comes in the middle and in the end of the match, and usually either helps the person win or fucks over the person they're trying to help. And literally, that happened. Generic steel cage match. Wasn't bad, but just generic steel cage match.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it wasn't. It didn't really. It didn't really fucking rock my world too hard, But I mean, it. Like I said, it was their best. It was definitely these two's best work of the summer. So I can appreciate that. Yo, what up, Razor? How's it going, bro? JB. It's JB, man.
What's up, man? How you doing? Hey.
So,
What's up, man? How you doing?
yeah, so this was their best work of the summer for sure. But yeah, I mean it is what it is. I believe it ended with a manhandle slam or something like that. After the match, Trish pushed Zoe Stark around, and Zoe gave her the Z360 and broke up with Trish Stratus. I'm a little upset that, when they originally put Zoe Stark with Trish, I was happy for Zoe because I thought, I mean, the pairing was, anybody being with Trish, sucked, but I'm glad, I was glad that they were making an attempt to get Zoe familiar with the main roster audience. And fast forward 2 nights later, she just loses to Shayna Baszler on Monday Night Raw. So I don't know if, she failed them or I don't know if, she didn't really perform how they wanted. I thought she did okay in her role. I mean, yes, Zoe does have her flaws. She's a little uncharismatic and stuff like that. But, I mean, she's a great in-ring wrestler and stuff. But I don't really know that this pairing necessarily worked out how they wanted it to, and that sucks because I think Zoe has a lot of potential, but I really don't think they're gonna move forward with her at all. Granted,
No, exactly.
yeah, granted, I don't think she should have beat Shayna Baszler because we're let's be 100% honest with ourselves. WWE is keeping Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch apart from each other. It's probably going to happen at WrestleMania, right? It's probably going to happen at WrestleMania. But if you're asking me, I would be using this time from September, well, really August, since Shayna beat Ronda. If you're asking me, I would use this time to fucking build up Shayna Baszler to WrestleMania and maybe be looking at her be the one to beat Rhea Ripley. But I don't even know if Becky Lynch will beat Rhea Ripley. I could see Becky putting her over. But Shayna Baszler has not held women's championship gold. The fucking tag titles don't count. So she hasn't held gold in the women's division, and it's a crime. So that's what I would be doing, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. The case with Zoe Stark really sucks because she really is a great talent. I think she has a lot of potential. Sadly, didn't do much for putting her with Trish Stratus. I mean, got her some eyes, which is good, but second she went away, it's one of those things where, the one we like went away, so let's just put her in random stuff. So that's gonna suck, man. But I think she has all the potential in the world. She's got to find her. What the fuck did Cody say? He's talking about how some wrestlers, when they're young, find their thing. He took years to find his. Weird Cody quote. Yeah, he's a slow. So she just gotta find her thing like Cody didn't. And I think she'll be great, man. I think she's really good now. I think she'll be great. But sucks to see that they're archived and just a person on the roster now.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So yeah, this was this match, man, and like I said, I just have a feeling. I mean, dude, and this is another reason why I would like Shayna to win the Royal Rumble, because Shayna was robbed of a Royal Rumble spot the year 2020 when she lost to Charlotte. She ended up going on to win the Elimination Chamber, but I digress. She should have won the fucking Royal Rumble, but, good old Charlotte didn't want to lose to fucking NXT talent, so that fucked her there. This year at WrestleMania, I could 100% see WWE going Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch, because like I said, they've been keeping them apart, and it just seems like the most WWE thing to do. Instead of, giving some new women an opportunity, we're going to go with Becky Lynch, who's our star, and she is our cookie cutter woman. We get it. And then the other one is the worst fucking kept secret in WWE history, bro. They drafted Charlotte and Bianca to the same brand to give us the match that I don't really give a fuck to see. I don't know if you guys do, but I like Bianca. Charlotte's okay when she wants to be, but that's not all the time. Half the time we get fucking Charlotte matches that fucking suck. Her stories are just some of the most fucking ridiculous things. She's not gotten any better on the mic. Like I said, she can give you a good match if she wants to, like we seen at this year's Mania. Still probably one of the best women's matches out of the year when she wants to be. But other than that, it's just good old Charlotte just burying people and just having the most average matches humanly possible. That's just me though. I don't know.
No, exactly. Yeah, Charlotte's one of those weird cases where she could be really great if you got like a ringleader in with her and the story's there. But if it's not the case, oh man, it's like watching fucking dude, I can't even think of it. It's like watching fucking. They are similar in terms of they got. The thing is, even when Orton's mid, at least he's funny. Or at least, you can make fun of him for being boring when he's acting boring. But with Charlotte, when she's just weekly Charlotte, oh, dude, it's insufferable. Let's get off my TV shit, man. But, so I'm not excited for that possible match at all. I think that match is fucking horseshit. But, yeah, I mean, I hope they don't go with that, but they will, man, for that side. So, that's what we're gonna get.
Yeah. I mean, those two matches just scream WWE to me, because, the thing about Shayna is they like her, but I don't know if they like her that much. That's the thing about Shayna is with Becky, she's a good hand. They know she's reliable. They know Becky's great. And they do not like to take chances in that women's division, man. Once they find a couple women they like, those are going to be the only ones you fucking see. So, and it's evident. So, yeah, this match, like I said, this match was okay. It definitely was their best work of the year, and the crowd was super into it, so that added to the match as well. But, but Becky wins, and then Trish Stratus gets turned on. So, that was that. That was that, man, and that ended in 20 minutes. So, the next match was the LA Knight versus The Miz match with John Cena as the special guest referee. This match was okay. It wasn't nothing too crazy. I like that the story was there, though. And this match had a really fucking good build, man. And it had a really good build. And therefore, things can actually be remembered instead of just having a great match with a shitty build and being done with it. Instead, this one had a great build with a decent match. And then people can, go back and talk about it, unlike half of the things you see on Dynamite. But I digress. LA Knight ends up getting the win here. Cena ended up shoehorning himself to be the special guest referee. He did have a segment in the show. Man, where the Miz told him that the Miz told him that he sucked. The Miz told him that he sucked as a show host. Cena asked what he can do. Miz said, make big decisions. So he made himself the special guest referee. Miz, when we're talking about being a show host and making big decisions, not really exactly what I would think, being a special or making big decisions. My idea of a good show host would be putting the fucking security vest on, grabbing the first phone, and going checking people at the fucking door. All right? If I'm John Cena and I'm the host, I'm putting the fucking reflective vest on in the jorts, I'm grabbing a first phone, and I'm scanning fucking credentials. Beep. Get the fuck out of the arena. You are not allowed. That's what I would have been doing.
Dude, I fucking hate you, bro. I was gonna make the same fucking joke about being a host. I would have fucking been checking people at the door. God damn it.
You know,
Fucking Phil, dude.
you know,
Ugh, fucking
my idea of being a good
Phil
host
the
is
doorman.
going up to all the young talent and telling them, you know, I can beat your ass, right? That's what I would have done. You know, going nose to nose with them. My idea of being a good show host is coming through the curtain and fucking lunging right at Triple H, bro. Just lunge at his ass. That's my idea of being a good host, man. You know, or how about
There you
this?
go. There you
How
go.
about being in the locker
There you go.
room? Being in the locker room and you fucking just go to one of the no names on the roster and you say, "We got a fucking problem? You want to fucking step outside? Is that what you want to do? Don't tweet about my shit anymore." That's what I would have said.
There you go, man. There you go. I feel that. That's what the real host will do, man.
Exactly.
They- exactly. But I actually like the Cena element. I thought it was nice. Nice to see LA Knight in there with a guy like Cena, and get that rub from him, man. So I actually kind of enjoyed it. And yeah, I think the match was good. I like what they did here, and I like how at the end, fucking, even though at the end I don't know why Cena took his shirt off at the end when they were on the stage, but he shakes LA Knight's hand and puts his hand up, and that was really awesome. I like what they did here, man. I really did.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Oh, man. I just want you guys to know, going into Survivor Series, I feel like WWE is going to get hijacked with CM Punk chants again. I just have a feeling.
If they're getting hijacked in India already, oh yeah, they're gonna get hijacked in Chicago.
Yes.
We won't be chanting though. I won't. GM Phil.
Well,
GM Phil.
I'll be chanting it, because I just want WWE to have a good GM again. I'm coming from a good place.
It would lessen Adam Pearce's job if you hired
Exactly.
Phil as the other show.
Exactly.
And actually, I didn't think about it like that.
Plus, imagine. Yeah, exactly, bro. That was very neglectful of you. You got to think about the arena security here, bro. How easier their job is going to be. I mean,
exactly.
You got to think about that.
They got the. He's a GM. He's security. He's fucking.
He's a backstage heater.
Head of business. He's a backstage heater, head of business.
CEO.
He's running the shows, man. These are his people. He's done it all, man. He can do it all, man. It's like he truly is a one-man band.
Exactly. And hey, maybe in WWE, he can add another thing to that. He can add the chief content officer. Maybe he could be the chief content officer of AEW or of WWE.
Yeah, I could see him trying to take Paul's job, man. So I could see it.
Yeah. So yeah, I just know they're gonna get fucking hijacked, bro. I just know they're gonna get hijacked. But like I said on Monday, me seeing him back in WWE, I wouldn't even mind it. As a matter of fact, after how the fucking AEW run went, I think WWE is more is more of I think WWE is more of the place for him at this point.
Yeah.
So
I think so, because when that bomb goes off, I think he's going to be the only one injured in that company.
Yeah, definitely, bro, definitely. And I really like how AEW was able to put on a show like that. Uh,
I swear to God, Raven.
AEW. Oh, dude, this man, bro. I'm
You know how much
saying, dude.
material this man gave us?
I, that's
This
what.
man gave us so much material.
That's why I want to see him back. You know, I need these CM Punk stories fucking
Oh,
coming in, man. I'll be here for them.
they feel. I swear to God, man, they keep me going.
Yes, seriously, bro. So, you know, AEW puts on a show like that, man, and I love to see it because it really proves that you don't need him to have a good show. You know, they've done it before. They could keep on doing it. So, yeah, I like this match. I like the little standoff between LA Knight and John Cena at the end. And it was decent, man. And this one ended in 15 minutes and 45 seconds. So, the next match... The next match was Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. I could not give a flying fuck about this match. And I'm sorry, somebody's got to say it. Rey Mysterio is not a good faction leader, bro. He's just not. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's fucking all Mysterio order. Like, the fuck? Hey, he's the only one they fucking talk about.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. 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 Oh my God. I cannot imagine CM Punk lunging at Vince McMahon. If fucking Brock Lesnar threw a belt at Vince McMahon and Vince McMahon's response was to call him an asshole, CM Punk has no... To call Brock an asshole when he's upset is wild. It's wild as fuck. So...
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Damn it, get in Punk's face right there.
Yes.
He'll muff Punk. I would pay money to
God.
see him muff CM Punk.
Maybe Vince is going to be telling Punk, Phil, you know I can beat your ass, right? You know that, right, Phil?
My God. I can 100% see him saying that too. That's the best part.
No, I can beat your ass, right?
Old as fuck. I mean, at this point, I mean, he might have a good chance with Phil.
Maybe, bro. Maybe. So yeah, I couldn't give a shit about this match. Nobody in this group gets any fucking shine. Maybe Santos a tiny bit, but yeah, Rey is just not a good faction leader, and it's just is what it is. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I also don't care about this. I did not care about this match. I don't even fucking remember it. Just pointless shit. I don't know. It feels like WWE is giving up on the Austin Theory project, which, I mean, it is what it is. And yeah, man. So, yeah. So that's that. And this match ended in 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's man, basically, I mean, probably the most pointless match on the card, man. Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. How boring can you get right now?
Not much more boring. So the next match, or the next thing, I guess, was the Grayson Waller effect. The Grayson Waller effect with Cody. Dude, they didn't even let Cody get his, what do you guys want to talk about? They didn't even fucking let him do it, bro.
Oh, no.
Because this just so happened to be the same day that Punk got fired.
I wonder what people wanted to talk about that day. I wonder.
I wonder
what he was talking about to his old friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, this would have started your CM Punk chance a little bit early, because I just have a fucking feeling they're lucky they weren't in a place like fucking New York or Chicago or one of those smart towns. They're fucking lucky that they were not in one of those towns, because I just know damn well that would have just started a shit ton of CM Punk chants, bro. I just know it would have.
Oh, bro, you know I fucking would have. What am I saying?
So, yeah, this was really no much more than Grayson Waller, talking to Cody, and then Cody ended up bringing out Jey Uso, and he ended up bringing out Jey Uso and saying that he was the newest member of the Raw roster. So yeah, that was that.
Yeah, a really cool moment, and good to see what they're doing with the Usos, man. I really like what they've been doing and where they're going.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So the next match, easily match of the night. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Damian Priest for the undisputed tag team championships. Dude, this one was fantastic. This one was just chaos. This one was fucking chaos, man. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens did like a little spot, like little, Pittsburgh Penguins hockey inspired spot where they threw him over. They threw him over normally where their bench would be. And then they came out wearing the jerseys with the gloves on, and they, started fighting them and stuff like that. KO did a swanton to, I think, Dominic off the top of the tunnel in the crowd. This was just a really fucking good match, man. This was a really good match. I really enjoyed this one. Very chaotic, and one of the better tag team matches that WWE did all year, man. Yeah, this one was fantastic. I really liked this one.
Definitely, man. Definitely. A pay-per-view can always benefit from a great chaotic match. And this did that job, man. And I really like it, man. I really like what they did with it.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So, yeah, this was really good, bro. This was really good. I believe this ended with Sami Zayn going to go for a haluva kick, and then he was hit with either a championship or a briefcase by Dominic, and then Finn rolled over and pinned Sami Zayn for the 1, 2, 3, and the tag team title reign is over. Really upsetting that, not that the reign is over, but what they did with the reign. I think the follow-up was incredibly disappointing, especially when you had so much you could have done with it. You could have, Johnny Gargano was fine. Tommaso Ciampa eventually healed up a little bit after Mania. So the fact that we didn't get DIY versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed tag team championships blows my fucking mind. The fact that you had a team like Authors of Pain, contracted to your company. At one point, you were looking at a Sanity reunion, bro. You have the fucking LWO that you don't use. Like, there's so many teams that could have made this reign a hell of a lot more memorable than it was. And that's all you did with it. DIY for me is the biggest crime. How you did not give us DIY versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fucking blows my mind.
One best friend tag team versus the other, man. It would have been perfect, and they didn't fucking do it. It's insane.
Yeah. And WWE puts the titles on the Judgment Day to have them draped in gold, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's cool, but like, I mean, we already see enough of the fucking Judgment Day, bro. Like, I don't know.
They're gonna be on SmackDown and shit. They're doing too much of the Judgment Day. They really are.
Yeah, like, if you wanted, like, you shouldn't have started dissension in the group so early. Or you shouldn't have started dissension in the group similar to the time that the Bloodline was in the midst of their stuff. You know, it really
Exactly.
it really comes off as just a fucking carbon copy of what you're doing on Friday. You're just trying to add that same breakup storyline intrigue to Monday. You know, I don't know.
Exactly.
So now they have the tag team championships, and it's just to add to their story that they did not need, because Finn should have already had a vendetta with Damian Priest because of the World Heavyweight Championship stuff. I don't know why we needed to add, them eventually losing the tag team championships to that too. I don't know. That's just me though, bro. But as far as the match, I loved it, man. I loved it. This was by far match of the night, and it was just a chaotic masterpiece, man. So very good.
It really was, man. It really was.
Yeah, and this one went 20 minutes and 45 seconds. And the next match, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel's getting another rematch because Dominic got involved here. What's up?
Dude, I don't give a fuck about the Meltzer star ratings, but the one for that match I heard about, and that shit killed me. That man rated that match a star, 1.75 stars. A star and 3/4.
I'm fucking dead. That's hilarious. Yeah, this match.
That shit killed me, bro.
Yeah, this match didn't really do it for me either. Yeah, it was what it was. It went obnoxiously long too, I felt. And it wasn't even that long, like, in terms of like match length. It wasn't even like the longest thing ever, but it just went a little too fucking long for my liking. Probably because the fact that what I was seeing was just boring me. But yeah. Yeah, this one went 17 minutes and 20 seconds with a Rhea Ripley victory via help from Dominic. So, yeah, that was that, man. Like I said, this one was one I didn't really care for.
No, not at all, personally.
And then in the main event, Seth freaking Rollins versus Nakamura. It's another one that kind of went a little too long for me. I just wasn't really too big on this match, to be honest, bro. It was kind of just like those. It was kind of just like those, those typical WWE main events where it's just like just very slow pace, and it kind of just kills the vibe before everybody leaves. This match just, it wasn't that fucking bad, but like, I don't know, this one just didn't really float my boat. The storyline was good. I like that they had a storyline, but I genuinely just could not be more disintrigued with Shinsuke Nakamura at this stage of the game, bro. So, yeah, this one was all right. But yeah, it didn't really jump off the book for me, man. It didn't really jump off the page. So yeah.
No, same, exactly. Yeah, kind of just was there, man. Don't really not on the Nakamura train anymore. Dude's kind of just there nowadays, so didn't really care all that much for the match.
Yeah, same here. I think Nak went for a roll up. Yeah, I think it was a roll up, and then Seth would eventually roll back and hit him with a curb stomp and retain the championship, man. So that was how this one ended, bro. And yeah, it was okay. It just, like I said, it just didn't really jump off the book for me, man. So, I don't know why I keep saying it didn't really jump off the page for me. So yeah, I don't know, man. So yeah, this one went 26 minutes and 5 seconds. I would have liked if this was around like the 20-minute mark or like somewhere around there. Yeah, but this one kind of just went a little too long and nothing much happened. So yeah, that was that, man. And that was Payback, bro. That was Payback. So yeah, that was everything we had. That was Payback. Yeah, it wasn't really their best show that they've ever done. It kind of just happened. And yeah, So yeah, that was about it.
Truly, man. Truly.
Alrighty, man. Speaking of WWE, let's jump into some WWE news, man. Let's jump into some WWE news. All right, man. We have a bad sign for WWE's relationship with Fox. PW Insider notes that Fox is canceling their Out of Character podcast. This will likely sign that talks are past the point where Fox is now cutting WWE ties. Fox is shutting down their Out of Character WWE podcast, which certainly would lead some to believe that means that the WWE Fox relationship is starting to wind down. It was the only ancillary Fox and WWE programming in the recent months beyond random 1-hour weekend afternoon TV specials, none of which would appear to be on the horizon.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're canceling Ryan Satin's podcast, bro. All that ass kissing for nothing.
For nothing. Dude's employed. That's why I don't get why he was kissing so much ass. Like, dude, you're employed by Fox. You're not even employed by this company. What are they gonna do? Fire you? They can't. But yeah, they're cutting his podcast, man. You know, boo-hoo. Who listened to it anyway? Now he's on Twitter shitting on WWE. Shit is hilarious, man. His business is so hilarious for the people that are in it. But yeah, man. I mean, Fox is doing what we said Fox was gonna do after the deal happened. Eventually, they were gonna realize what they bought and not want it as much anymore. And look what's going on. They're starting to cut shit, man. So we'll see if they renew up on Fox, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I see it. But this was happening, and we were saying it was gonna happen.
Yes, we did. We said that a long fucking time ago, and here we are. But you know, what do we know? What do we know, bro? So yeah, that is the news on WWE's relationship with Fox, and more WWE news. The WWE and UFC TKO merger is set to be completed next week. Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics reported in a tweet that WWE CEO Nick Khan informed WWE staff that the UFC WWE merger under the TKO Group Holdings would be finalized on Tuesday, September 12th. September 12th, bro. Yeah, man. He says WWE all staff message from Nick Khan says UFC and WWE merger under TKO Group Holdings will be completed next Tuesday, September 12th. Expect a press release soon. I am very happy for Triple H, because this man, I believe Kevin Nash said on his podcast that whenever he asked Triple H about the merger, Triple H's response is, "I just want this to be fucking over already." That is hilarious.
I'm sure it's fucking oh yeah, that is hilarious.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure that limits who they can sign and stuff like that, and all those kind of quirks. So I'm sure it's incredibly fucking annoying. So yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, Logan. If both are on USA, you know, fucking, if both of the shows are on the same network, then we won't get this, well, they have to have one star, so they have to get another, or else it's going to piss them off. And it's just like, it's annoying. So I don't care where they fucking go, but I would rather them on the same network.
Definitely, man. Truly. Um, yeah, man. This merger looking to happen, man. It's next week. Looks to be Tuesday, and I'm excited, man. We'll finally know what this company's going to evolve into and what's changing and what's not and how it looks for the landscape. So I can't wait to talk about that when it happens and
Yeah, and
we
who
see
gets
the
fired.
results. Oh, dude, I can't wait to see that. They already got rid of one, so or look like they're getting rid of one or getting ready to. So that's interesting.
They are?
Gable Steveson, I thought I sent it to you,
Ah,
but they
yes,
removed it from
yes.
the
We do have to
roster
talk
page.
about that. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Um, well, I guess going right into that. Um, Gable Steveson. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Gable Steveson has been removed from the WWE NXT roster. I wasn't too crazy on him.
Bye.
Yeah. I mean, when somebody comes in and you immediately tout them as the next Kurt Angle, motherfucker, you clearly don't know how good Kurt Angle was. Because there will not be another Kurt Angle, and then he proceeded to fucking do nothing, and you wanted to put him on your show with no wrestling experience, draft him to Monday Night Raw, and he didn't even start training yet. Can you let him evolve into a good wrestler first, like you did Kurt, so you don't just throw him out there with no fucking experience? I don't know, man.
His case is crazy, bro. They tell that man it's the neck angle. Like, dude, you're not even gonna be Kurt Angle, let alone you can never ever be Perk Angle. You can never be that, man. I hate to break it to him, but yeah. I remember even in the middle of his training, we would always hear that his training was going bad because he just wasn't that good in the ring, and his stint in NXT proved it, man. So, uh, goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. So, yeah, Gable Stevenson's gone, and I can't really say I lost too much sleep over it, man. So, yeah. Um, we have news on
Truly, same.
more. We have news on more uh, WWE contracts. Several top WWE stars' contracts are up for renewal. According to WWE Insider, BWE, it was reported that many top contracts are up for renewal, including the likes of Imperium, Seth Rollins, LA Knight, The Miz, and NXT superstars. The Better Wrestling Experience X account fired off the following tweet. LA Knight, Imperium, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, The Miz, and NXT talents are all up for new contracts. Few are approved so far.
Interesting, man. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it is, bro. It is. A lot of these guys I see staying. A lot of these guys I see staying, man. And we actually have some news on one of them. Seth is very interesting. Seth is very interesting that his contract is coming up.
That is, man. That is because I don't know. For a while, I've seen him as one that could very possibly leave. But if they keep the championship on him, they might have timed this perfectly to see where he stays, man.
Definitely. Definitely, bro. So LA Knight, WWE is talking to LA Knight about a long-term contract. According to PW Insider, negotiations for a long-term contract between LA Knight and WWE officials are either nearing completion or have already concluded. Some sources suggest his contract could extend for up to 5 years. Despite Knight's existing success, it is widely reported that WWE officials are waiting for the right moment to fully commit to a significant push. The recent report indicates that securing the long-term contract was a crucial step before advancing with the push. So now we see why they didn't fucking push them. At least one of the reasons. Because they didn't want him to get over and then have him fucking walk right out of the company.
No, exactly. When contracts coming up in WWE, either always do two things. Either they do the opposite of a push, kind of just leave you stagnant to make sure, you're not too big if you leave, or they go crazy with you to make you want to keep working there. And for LA Knight, of course, they did the latter, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So, WrestleVotes reported that WWE updated its internal talent board after Payback, with LA Knight being listed as the top babyface star on SmackDown. And according to PW Insider, the current plans entail positioning Knight as one of the babyfaces on the Blue brand, if not the top babyface. And then Cody's going to go over there, and it's going to fuck everything all up. So,
oh, you fucking know it.
Yeah.
Dude, no matter where Cody puts himself, he's always got the opportunity to be absolutely hated because he just be taking spots, and it's not his fault. It's just circumstance, and it always bites him in the ass.
It does, bro. It does. But the one thing that's good about that is, the one thing that's good about that is, LA Knight's not winning the Universal Championship anyway, so which is why I really don't understand why they didn't send him to Monday Night Raw, but away from Roman, so he can actually go for a World Championship. Because with putting the U.S. title on him, I just feel that's WWE's way of being like, oh, all right, we don't believe in you enough to put a world championship on you, but we'll give you this, and that's all we'll give you. Take it or leave it.
Exactly. Exactly, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. But, yeah. But I'm glad that LA Knight is possibly re-upping on a big extension. He deserves it. And yeah, I see LA Knight staying, Imperium staying. Drew's another interesting one, man. And Seth is interesting too. I think Seth stays, but the reason to me that's interesting is because I just really wonder what would have happened had no world heavyweight championship been created. I wonder.
I think he might have. I have a feeling he would have went elsewhere, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
especially with Philly Phil
man.
gone.
It's interesting.
And what about how many people is Philly Phil gonna irk coming back to WWE?
Dude, like I said, the second that man got released, when he comes to WWE, he either takes Cody's spot and faces Roman, or he takes Seth's spot and takes that championship from him. And either way, both parties would be very angry. So, I don't know. I feel like him coming here is going to piss some people off, man. And that might open the door for some talents to go elsewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. So, Miz is obviously a lock. And I wonder which NXT talents have their contracts coming up. I wonder,
man. I hope that for NXT that means they might be coming up soon if they're like bigger names, because so they gotta get some main roster contracts instead.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. And
we need to call those people up.
That's what I was gonna say. If I'm Tyler Bate or Dragunov or one of those guys,
Oh yeah.
I'm not taking another NXT deal. I'm not. I'm taking a main roster contract or I'm leaving because they have been stuck in NXT since for literally like 5 or 6 fucking years, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't know.
Literally.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So, speaking of some of these other people's deals, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, man. Oh boy. Alrighty. So, when asking WWE sources if they had heard any movement on Drew McIntyre signing a new deal, it was said that WWE had mainly been focused on finalizing their deal with Endeavor, the acquisition. WWE had been mostly focused on finalizing the Endeavor WWE acquisition, so there hadn't been much, if any, movement. It was also noted that WWE had not rushed to lock McIntyre into a new deal, as they had time to work on it. With one source noting McIntyre taking time off earlier this year had added additional time to his contract. McIntyre is locked in to his current WWE contract until around WrestleMania 40. Maybe all in
It's interesting,
Wembley
man,
2024. We could see him.
because Drew was just on an interview recently, and he said, "quote unquote, I don't plan to be anywhere else. That's as much as I could give," when asked about his contract status. So I don't know if he's just capping. I don't know if he just means like right then and now. But I don't know, man. I think the Drew situation is definitely the most interesting out of all of them. I think out of any of them that are likely to go, I think Drew would be the most. And it's interesting, man. It's interesting. We could see him at All In next year. That would be really awesome. But we'll see how this year goes for him, man. And if they really like put that world championship care into him again.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's interesting because on one hand, it's like, okay, but on the other hand, you really can never believe professional wrestlers. You just can't when they, say that kind of shit. So it's interesting. It's interesting because I don't know, man. That's not what we heard. That's not what we heard. And if I can recall, Drew said there was smoke to those fires. On those stories that he was not happy with his creative. So unless they laid something down crazy for him, then I don't know, man. But I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely really interesting. It's definitely really interesting to see where we go with all this stuff, bro. Because yeah, Drew's an interesting case because I could really see him staying and I could really see him leaving too.
I really can, man. I really can.
So I believe that was all the news we have for WWE, man. I believe that was all the WWE news we have for you guys today. So moving on to the abundance of AEW news we have. To start you guys off with the saddest news that ever graced Earth. Sonny Kiss leaves AEW after contract expiration.
Man, what a loss, man. What a loss. I mean, Tony Khan was talking about Sonny Kiss because somebody asked him why, the contract wasn't renewed. And he was saying it in the media scrum, can't re-sign everybody, gotta let some people go. They're a great talent. And he said he hopes to re-sign them one day. But That can't have everybody, man. And I hope that sticks with him, man. I hope he keeps that up with a lot of people.
Yeah, because I mean, some of these people, the fact that they're employed to your company is just fucking berserk. But Sonny Kiss leaves AEW, man. You know what's crazy? Because in the beginning of Chris Jericho's reign, it was when he went to work with either Darby Allin or Jungle Boy. It was one of the two. Jericho actually pitched Sonny Kiss to work with because he thought that he could have been, a rising star in AEW. And that was when, Jericho was holding fucking their weekly television deal on his back and fucking carrying that shit and trying to build as much new stars as he can. But man, it's crazy. Sonny Kiss was just never my kind of cup of tea. The amount of just twerking that was going on in the ring just didn't really fucking float my boat. But it's insane that there were opportunities like that for him. Like, it's insane. But I guess Tony Khan didn't like him enough, and if you didn't like him enough, you should have fucking asked him sooner. But he's gone, and yeah, I wish him the best. So,
Truly, truly, man. I really do.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. So after Sonny Kiss is let go, we have somebody that has re-signed with AEW, and that is the GOAT, Christian Cage. Christian Cage has even said before AEW is where he's going to end his career. I love it. He says, during last night's last Sunday's All Out Media Scrum, Christian Cage confirmed that he has signed a new, and I quote, big fat contract with AEW.
Fucking Christian, man. I love that guy.
Oh my God. 20. Oh yeah. 20. He did come in 2020, right? Or was it 2021?
Yeah.
No, wait.
I think it was 2021.
No, it was 2021. It was 2021. Damn, he only signed a 2-year deal?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he could have signed a 3, but Tony just signed him to like an extra extension. Well, that's good. That's good for Christian Cage, and
I can see it.
I'm going to be 100% honest, bro. This is probably my favorite run of Christian. I fucking love this Christian Cage. This man is an absolute fucking menace in every sense of the word, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it, man. It's beautiful.
Truly, bro. Truly. I really like how they do it. I like how he does it. And that man is just hilarious. He's a gem.
He really is, bro. He really is. So I'm glad that he has signed with All Elite Wrestling, man. AEW on Max. So according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, sources outside of AEW have confirmed that the hoped idea was for AEW All In to air on Max. The reason it ended up on pay-per-view is because the technology wasn't ready at the time, and the decision had to be made one way or the other. So, let me get this straight. So, Peacock has the technology to run to live stream pay-per-view, but HBO Max does not. What?
Like, I don't get it, dog. I don't get how they talking about the technology. Yes, it does. It exists. Just use that technology, bro. You literally just have to reskin it. at this point. I don't just give it your own logo. That's all you have to do, man. But at least this has been confirmation that they're doing this, and I hope it could just be here soon. We've been waiting since the fucking company was invented, so let's just finally get the fucking ball rolling on it. And another thing I hope with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say the fucking technology was not ready in time. What kind of fucking excuse is that?
And another thing with TK that I could see him doing, which would really piss me off, is only putting pay-per-views on like Max to watch for free, or at least for something simpler. I have a feeling that he might only do that for like the all-in level pay-per-views. I could totally see him doing that, and that would piss me off insanely.
Yeah. 100%. I don't know how long you need to fucking do this, but dude, I'm tired of this fucking I'm so tired of this fucking old school pay-per-view method, bro. I'm sick and tired of it, dude. It fucking sucks.
It's a horrible system. It really is.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, bro. So yeah, man. Okay. All right.
There it goes.
It's time. It's time, bro. Okay. So let's start you guys off with the official statement that AEW gave us 6 days ago. Statement from All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan. All Elite Wrestling AEW has terminated the wrestler and employment agreements between Phillip Brooks, CM Punk, and AEW with cause. Effective immediately, the termination was confirmed today by Tony Khan, CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative of AEW. The termination follows a week-long internal investigation of an incident occurring backstage at AEW All in London on Sunday, August 27th. Following the investigation, the Discipline Committee, or the Elite, met later and convened with outside legal counsel before making a unanimous recommendation to Khan that CM Punk be terminated with cause. Khan offered the following statement. Phillip played an important role with AEW, and I thank him for his contributions of checking the doors. The termination of his AEW contracts with cause is ultimately my decision and mine alone. Of course, I wish I didn't have to share this news, which may come as a disappointment to many of our fans. Nevertheless, I'm making the decision in the best interests of the many amazing people who make AEW possible every week. Our talent, staff, venue operations, even though CM Punk was venue operations, and many others whose efforts are unsung but essential to bring our fans great shows on television and at arenas, stadiums throughout the world. So this would lead, I know you love my version of that press release better, but
Oh yeah.
But so then this would come with Tony Khan stepping out on stage at Collision and letting the fans know, sitting there on a steel chair, like a sad little boy, talking about how this was such a hard decision, and then there was the addressing of it at the top of the hour, bro. At the top of Collision, he started the show with a statement that said, he endangered the lives of many people that had nothing to do with it, and he, in 30 years of going to wrestling shows, has never felt that his safety and his life have been in danger at a wrestling show. And I gotta say, doing that, he could have waited this week. He could have waited for the next week. He could have let this drag on as long as he possibly could. The fact that he went out there and addressed it live on television, and then, I don't know why I keep fucking yawning. The fact that he addressed it live on television and then went out there in front of the live Chicago crowd. We were at All Out. He did not come out there at all. And
not once.
Tony, they may be mad at you. They might fucking want to shout at you and tell you to shut the fuck up. We are not only CM Punk fans, but we are from Chicago, and I absolutely stand with this decision wholeheartedly. It was the right thing to do. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much money he made for the company. You cannot lunge at your boss. Try doing that at work. Try doing that at your job that you work and see where that fucking gets you.
You're gonna get fired. That's how a job works. You can't lunge at the person in charge. And dude, the money part is just pissing me off so much.
Oh, it does.
It's like, oh, he could have made so much money if the Elite would have done this, or would have made so much money if they kept him. There is no amount of money that is worth shaking up your whole company into wanting damn near half the fucking people to leave. Then you're just losing money at that point because your company is less. And, I've been always talking about people leaving, that a good thing. No, this would be the starters of the company left would be leaving. You don't want that shit. You don't want that shit. No man that can bring in no amount of money is worth an entire company. I hate to break it to the CM Punk. I hate to break it to the CM Punk marks. That's just how it is. That is literally just how it is. It's business. Their argument is business, but his firing is business. That's what's best for business.
The only thing that anybody should be ashamed of, the only thing that all of them should be ashamed of, in my eyes, is the fact that us as fans were robbed. We were fucking robbed clean of things that you should have did for the fans, but nobody wanted to fucking do the shit because nobody wanted to put their egos to the side. And they're all fucking guilty of it. I don't care. They're all fucking guilty of it. And now look what you did. You robbed the fucking fans of truly good shit because nobody could fucking keep their hands to themselves and fucking put their egos to the goddamn side. They're all guilty of it. The Bucks, Kenny, Hangman, Punk, MJF, all these guys, well, I mean, I guess kind of MJF, he fucking no-sold him. All this shit, we were fucking robbed of. Clean. The trilogy of fucking CM Punk and MJF, robbed clean. Kenny Omega and fucking CM Punk as a singles match, robbed. Clean of another Hangman match, CMFTR versus the Elite. CMFTR and a mystery guy versus the 4 members of the Elite. Us as fans, that's the only thing anybody should be fucking ashamed of in terms to make your company bigger. But nobody wanted to do it because nobody wanted to put their fucking egos to the side and do this shit. And again, they're all fucking guilty of it here. I'm not singling out Punk. What I will single out Punk for is lunging at your boss. You just can't fucking do it, bro. Do not bite the hand that fucking feeds you. And you bit the fucking hand that feeds you. And it is what it is. I don't give a shit how much fucking money he made for the company. He's here. If nobody wants to do business, why the fuck did he come back? If nobody is mature enough to do business, then why the fuck is he back? Why? It made no sense from the jump. It made no sense. If nobody wanted to do business, and look at Bucks wanted to put in six month clause. I don't give a shit. we got All In coming up. You're going to work with the fucking guy because I said so. And if I'm Tony Khan. And if not, then we don't fucking bring him back because it's pointless and we know what fans are going to want. What did anybody do at All In that had any kind of fucking significance? Maybe minus the Young Bucks and FTR. We got a sloppy ass opener and a fucking 8-man that nobody gave a fuck about.
No, exactly.
Because you couldn't put your egos to the side. Sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, no, you're good. No, side thing. People praise that fucking last Punk match in AEW. I didn't pay attention to that match at all. I thought it was pretty sloppy. I didn't care for it. But, it's everybody's fault. Punks, Elites, Tony Khans. So many decisions throughout all of this process was everybody's fault. And it happened to this. And, yeah. I don't give a fuck about how much money they made. You know what I give a fuck about? Not getting the shit I wanted to see with CM Punk. That's what I'm mad about.
Exactly.
We can never see Christian reenact the bitching fucking segment.
Oh my
we can
God.
Never...
Oh no.
Dude, it would have been so perfect with fucking the current CM Punk, dude. It would have been fucking gold, man. Like, there's so much shit we were fucking robbed of because of egos and selfishness and people trying to make shit work that's not going to work, man. And people not willing to work. It's a million problems, and it all fucking culminated in Phil Brooks lunging at the CEO of the company, man. And that's what got him fired. And good on Tony Khan, man. He made a lot of wrong decisions leading up to this, man. Made a lot of wrong decisions. But I think in the end, he finally made the right one. And it's what Punk wanted. And if you want out, then leave. That's what we've been saying to TK that he could do for months now. Since the fucking Andrade and Sammy Guevara shit happened. If they don't want to be here, let them go. It's that fucking simple, man.
Yes.
And it sucks, dude. It does suck. CM Punk is gone, man. It's gone from AEW. At least we got the moment of his return, man, and all the subsequent moments up until Brawl Out, which, you know what, in the worst way possible, that's a moment of itself, man. That'll forever live in history as fucking Brawl Out. We did get to witness modern, horrible wrestling history, which, in a way, is fun. I mean, we get to look back and laugh at the fact that they really brawled, for legit-ass brawled backstage. Motherfuckers were biting people and shit. In a way, we do get a piece of history out of it, but we get the wrong piece of history. We should be getting great history, not fucking people fighting. But people fought, and it ended. Hopefully, this is the fucking end. And hopefully everybody can move on from this shit. And it sucks. And it blows, man. It blows, but hopefully this problem has ended, man.
It is insane to me that this didn't work out because it just seemed like the perfect fit. And again, if nobody wanted to do business, we shouldn't have fucking brought him back in the first place, because you had your buddy go on his podcast and say, oh, Punk wants another chance. Punk wants another chance. He wants to do good for the business. If these other guys aren't going to work with him and do good business, then this just isn't going to fucking work. And he shouldn't have fucking did that. And he shouldn't have fucking came back if the man was just trying to fucking get fired anyway. I believe when he was out, he maybe wanted to come back. But once he came back and found out that nobody really wanted to fucking work with him other than this small crop of Collision guys, I think he wanted to fucking get fired again. And at that point, why not just quit before any other black eyes to your AEW run happen? And what happened? More black eyes to the AEW run, more fights. What I will hold Philip accountable for is fucking, dude, again, you don't lunge at your fucking boss. You don't lunge at your boss. And all these backstage incidents with Jack Perry, I'm sorry. I know you're a locker room leader, and is that things you should have been doing as locker room leader? Sure it is. But the way things go in AEW, just shut the fuck up. Because clearly nobody's ego can handle the shit.
No, exactly. This person's ego can be told no.
Yes, and your ego can't be told no, apparently. So just stay out of it. Just stay out of it.
Exactly.
I know you want to be a locker room leader, but locker room lead in a different way. What about when he first came into AEW and they said he kept his dressing room door open? Why not just do stuff like that? Why not?
That's what people take the idea of a locker room leader and they think it just means boss everybody around. It just means be there to help. This person needs advice on this. All right, I got you. This person asked this. I got you. Maybe this person needs help talking to this person in management. You know, I'm more up on the card. I might be able to talk to him for you. That is what a locker room leader does. A locker room leader doesn't fucking get a first phone and check people at the fucking door. He doesn't get told to be, hey, go tell him no with this segment that he really wants to do. Should he have done the fucking segment with the glass? Fuck no. Should CM Punk have been told to be the guy to do it? Fuck no. It's like, what is going on here?
If Jack Perry is defying management and he's throwing a fucking hissy fit, somebody go tell Tony Khan. Why are we telling CM Punk? Why is Punk getting involved? He's defying management. So let management deal with the shit. Exactly. It's not your problem.
And if management can't deal with it, let him use what the fuck the glass he wanted to use. Let him get hurt, and that's on him. And he learned his fucking lesson. I don't understand any of this, dude.
As a fan of the AEW product, it pisses me off.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. This past fucking year has just been a fucking big negative stint in this company. And it's everybody's fault, man. And as a viewer, I have suffered because of this. The company that kept me a wrestling fan fucking is some of the worst shit I've seen for a year. And it's horrible to say that.
I don't know. This was never going to work the moment he wanted to come back and nobody wanted to work with him. Like I said, I feel he was under the assumption I'm going to come back and we might be able to do some good stuff. But the moment he found out that nobody wanted to fucking work with him like that, I think he just wanted to get fucking fired again. I think he wanted to get fired again and he got what he wanted. And I really think he was trying to just push Tony Khan to see how far he can go with this. And I'm fucking sorry that he made a ton of money. It's just not worth your company. You cannot have a guy running around doing whatever he wants and fucking not getting fired for it, because then guess what everybody else is going to fucking do? Guess what all the other main event level names are going to do? They're going to do exactly what the fuck they want to do because they know they won't get fired.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing. You know, CM Punk is worth all this money, blah, blah, blah. Damn near anybody on your roster can be worth that amount of money if you put in the stock in them and book them and tell stories with them and give them a presentation. Literally half of that fucking roster can make that CM Punk money. So, fuck's the problem here? They survived before CM Punk and they'll fucking survive after. It just sucks as a viewer that CM Punk is no longer in your company on television. That's what sucks.
I don't know,
Fucking
man.
no.
I don't know. So, CM Punk, bro. So after this, yes, very well said, Belle. Very well said.
Yeah.
She says, let's be honest, let's not act like Punk will be acting the same in WWE if he goes back, because they won't deal with his bullshit. Not to mention, if I'm WWE, I'm giving him a 6-month contract, and if he behaves, he may get an extension of another 6 months, or at the end of 6 months. Absolutely. I feel like that might be the only way to go for him. Or I could see WWE just giving him a big deal because they know they will cut that man at any point in time.
That's the thing. I could see them just being, all right, we'll do what we normally do with people, with you. And if you try to do the shit you pulled, deuces. And
yeah,
he might try to at some point, and he's either going to get in trouble or just straight booted, man. So either way, I feel like he will end up doing, CM Punk, Phil Brooks stuff. And at the end of the day, it's not like in AEW. He's not going to come back they're going to try again. They're going to separate people from him because they're just going to get rid of the problem. If he is causing problems when he goes back, which it is Phil Brooks, he might.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So, yeah, well, in terms of his spot on Collision, I also forgot to mention, it looks like that might be going to Bryan Danielson, because it looks like he's going to be a collision guy.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's good. I like to hear that, man. Bryan, he's one of the GOATs.
Now, to also mention, it literally just dropped that looks like Thunder Rosa is making a return anytime. And she's literally on the intro to Collision, and she hasn't even been on the show. She's definitely gonna be away from Britt Baker for sure.
Oh fuck! Those two, man. You talk about even more AEW drama. Might not be as intense, but oh boy, is that one there?
Yeah, yeah, man. So that's the whole news on Punk getting fired. That is the whole news on CM Punk getting fired, bro. And that's my take on it from every perspective. Man. So yeah. So that's from a fan's perspective, it's annoying and it's upsetting, but from a money perspective, or from a money and a business perspective, it does not fucking matter how much money this guy is worth. You cannot walk around somebody else's company and fucking do whatever you want. You can't.
Exactly. That's not how fucking anything works, dude. It's really not.
You can't. And it's like, and again, they're not complete, and he's not completely guilty. The fact that the Young Bucks, who's are my GOAT tag team, by the way, are doing a fucking victory lap the same day he got fired. I mean, come on, bro. Come on.
Just shut up.
Honestly, it's done. The guy's fucking fired. It clearly... Yay, let's do a victory lap that we rob the fucking fans of some great shit. Yay! What are we doing,
annoying,
bro?
Dude, it really is.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, sure. Did he lift a black cloud over AEW? Yes. Can we just shut up about it? Now that everybody got what they wanted, because nobody wanted to work together and do things for the fans, which I don't care what anybody said, it would have been great fucking shit, man. Because his first year in AEW was great shit. So you mean to tell me that work with the Elite and Kenny Omega wouldn't have been good shit? Come on, bro. We were robbed.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. We really were, man. And that's what I care about. Now, like you said, a black cloud has been lifted. Good. Just embrace it and never... This is one of those situations where never bringing the guy up, unless you're talking about like the accomplishments on TV, is the best course of action.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, immediately after this news, literally while we were at All Out, my great friend Sir K taps my shoulder and he says, Punk got into a backstage altercation with William Regal. I said, oh, bro.
What do you do to Sir William Regal, bro? It's William Regal, bro. Just let the man be.
Dude. So according to Bodyslam.net, when William Regal made his AEW debut at Revolution last year, CM Punk refused to shake his hand and then got in Regal's face and told him he did not like him and he was a stooge for Triple H. This is the kind of shit that pisses me off about Philip. And this is why... And this right here is exactly why no amount of money... And you know, being that CM Punk was unofficially running the company... This is probably why Tony Khan never put him in a position of power. And it's also insane... If you have to jump through that many hoops, If you have to jump through that many fucking hoops to make somebody happy, we'll get rid of Colt Cabana. We won't make William Regal a position. And this also makes a lot of sense with the claims that nobody was listening to William Regal. And it was like a bunch of children. Nobody's fucking. How do you not listen to William Regal?
Exactly. And when I heard about that, I assumed it was, young people. The younger new AEW guys that started up in AEW. Maybe, they're feeling themselves. No. CM Punk was one of those people. Like, dude, it's William Regal. Just shut up and listen to the fucking guy. What the fuck? What are you I don't understand, man. I really don't.
I don't either. Bro. And that's just what I was about to bring up. So you don't like Regal because he's a stooge for Triple H. But you wanted to make a WWE return knowing damn well who's the guy in Gorilla? Yeah.
The fuck, dude? You see, like, I think going to that company will be good for him. But man, will he never be CM Punk again, man? Because you're running back to Triple H of all people. Come on, dog. That looks sad. That looks sad as fuck.
And I was just listening to that promo that when everybody's mad at CM Punk, they like to post this promo. The promo of Triple H saying, you want to be the catalyst to change only if it benefits you. Isn't it funny out of all that like Triple H was ended up being like the huge catalyst for change in WWE and not CM Punk? Isn't it insane that it was the guy cutting the promo on him that would be the catalyst for change? And now things aren't perfect, but look at what Triple H created with NXT and stuff like that. It was a huge change, for WWE. It's insane to me. It's insane to me how that promo has just aged fantastically.
Oh, dude, it really, Triple H really went and created the best few years of wrestling television ever. And then now he keeps me a fan of that company. The Triple H being there is literally the only reason I will still watch them.
Yeah.
And that is crazy. That is literally that's the same for most fucking fans.
Yeah.
And look at Phil, man, Mr. Workers' Rights over there. It's crazy to see how everything happened, man.
Dude, yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know how you say that to William Regal, bro, and then followed up by all the fucking hoops that Tony Khan had to jump through to try to keep this guy happy. It's just not worth it, dude. It's just not fucking worth it.
It's really not, man. It's really not, and it's crazy. How do you come William Regal? Dude, how in your mind you are looking at that man straight in his face and say that, and how do you not feel like an absolute prick? What the fuck?
What did Regal say back to him? Bruh. What?
Dude, I feel like William Regal probably just did a little fucking chuckle and went on with his day because, what the fuck did you say to that? What the fuck? Come on, I'm a student. Man, fuck you. The fuck?
Dude, it's if you think about everything, he put the title on him. After hearing stuff like that, being that the influence Punk had around that time, I could absolutely see that as a reason why Tony Khan never wanted to put Regal in a position of power. But Regal, yeah, exactly. Because if your top star treats him like that, what is everybody else going to do? So, you did that. You fired Colt Cabana. You put the title on him. He did a media scrum, damn near killed your company. You brought him back. You gave him a show. You gave him a whole fucking show. You gave him a whole roster around that show. You only allowed people in the arena that he was cool with. At what cost is it worth having CM Punk back? At what cost?
Exactly, dude. Because, man, you're just a guy in the roster, and you're getting advice from William Regal, and maybe you're not crazy about the advice, maybe you don't want to do it, and you see fucking Phil Brooks fucking call that man a Triple H stooge to his face and walk away. They're gonna, oh, fuck it, if CM Punk don't gotta listen to him, I don't gotta fucking listen to him either. So it's like, it really puts things in perspective, man, and it blows to see, because he was such a great asset, man.
Oh, William Regal is one of the best assets that could have been Tony Khan's heater, but apparently nobody fucking respected him any fucking way.
Apparently, I don't know who the fuck they're gonna respect at this point, man. This man might need to get like a private military or something to fucking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
Probably Triple H. They're probably
so,
gonna call him a Vince McMahon stooge, so there's no fucking winning here.
Dude, I always thought about that. If that were to ever happen, dude, that man would be fucking like, nobody would trust that man if he came into that company. No, but I don't think most people would trust Triple H if he came into that company, because they would think he's just fucking there to like take it over or destroy it or something. You know, dude, that would be hilarious. He's just here to fucking take it for McMahon. Oh, God.
So then, a couple days later, Monday, this would roll over into, according to Fightful, CM Punk was open to leaving AEW to make a WWE return in December of 2022. Now let's go back. Remember the original reports that Punk was expecting to be let go from his contract at the end of last year?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like those might have had some smoke to the fire, bro. And it looks like that at one point maybe looked like a fucking possibility. So it's amazing how things interlock, bro. So CM Punk was open to leaving AEW to make a WWE return in 2022. He wanted to appear in the 2023 Royal Rumble, with one of the rumored ideas being that he would main event night one of WrestleMania 39 against the person who eliminated him, rumored to be Kevin Owens. It's unclear whether WWE was interested in the idea that it's unclear whether WWE was interested in the idea of AEW, or that AEW would release him. However, Punk is obviously no longer with AEW. Okay, first of all, let's talk about that debut episode of Collision. I was sitting there with my pops on Father's Day. As soon as Punk took the AEW logo off the microphone, immediately I had a feeling he was only back for himself. Now, the fact that
100%.
the fact that you wanted to main event night one of WrestleMania 39, being that at this point you would have just came into the fucking company and main evented against Kevin Owens, clearly tells me you do not and did not give a shit on what was going on in WWE television right now, because clearly you did not see that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos, or what I would have loved, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the fucking Universal Championship, wasn't the right fucking call. Clearly you did not give a flying fuck about anything that was going on, and you just wanted to get that main event.
No, exactly.
And feuding with Kevin Owens, I believe Kevin Owens is one of the guys that said he didn't want to work with Punk, but that's the one thing that's better about him going to WWE. WWE is going to make him fucking do business. And this is one thing that is actually kind of sad on CM Punk's part, because this man was trying to sit down with the Elite and hash this out, but he couldn't, so he opted to feud with their friend instead.
Like, what a motherfucker, man.
their friend that is was in the T-shirt club that CM Punk used to make fun of.
Literally. Like, come on, man. Come on.
So the fact that he wanted to make, like I said, bro, the fact that he wanted to make a WWE return and main event night one, that's the part that really gets me. Tells me
Sad.
that you clearly did not give a fuck or were not watching WWE television at that time.
It was all about Punk. Even he's already trying to book himself in the company when he's not even a part of it, when he was still signed to AEW. But not only that, he's just slotting himself in shit that's already happening. And you're not watching the product and you want to main event night one? What the fuck? Like, what? The old CM, if there was 2 nights in CM Punk's prime back in 2013, 2014, he would be insulting the fucking the Triple H if he told him he could main event night one. Now you want to main event night one? Come on, man. Come on. That ain't CM Punk.
No, it's not, bro. So yeah, man, that was his proposed WWE return and the pitch for it. And then reportedly it was intended prior to All In, a sit-down meeting between CM Punk and the Elite, and it was canceled by the Elite last minute. That's just fucking amazing, isn't it? We got close, but not quite there. So, at the same time the meeting between, this is from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, at the same time the meeting between the Elite and CM Punk was pitched, AEW had informed the Young Bucks of a legal letter sent to the company claiming that they had violated an agreement to not talk negatively about the other publicly. Evidently, it was from a BTE skit that was a storyline. That was a storyline that had started years earlier about Matt Jackson screwing up an endorsement deal. So,
No.
all of the weekly things with CM Punk, whether it be what happened to Ryan Nemeth and Christopher Daniels, and then hearing about a legal letter right before the meeting, the Elite turned down a meeting with CM Punk. And then there is more to this. Here we go. So the last piece, also by the Wrestling Observer newsletter. So according to one person very close to the situation, the Bucks had said if 6 months went by without CM Punk having any issues, they would have been willing to sit down and work with him. That is something on one hand I agree with, and on the other, like, I get what they're trying to do, but I'm fucking sorry. If I'm Tony Khan, there is no fucking time limit. You don't gotta talk to him for 6 months, but are you gonna fucking work out a feud with him for, I don't know, the biggest show in our company's existence, 80,000 people, our WrestleMania? What's gonna draw eyes to that? Well, what draws more eyes? Young Bucks versus FTR3 or fucking CMFTR versus the Elite? What draws more eyes? CM Punk versus Samoa Joe or CMFTR versus the Elite? I don't give a shit what you want. We're doing this for the fans and for the company. All In, the original All In 2018 was for the fucking fans. And this All In 2023 was for the fucking egos. That's what it was for.
It really was, man. It really was. It's upsetting. Like, I get what they tried to do with the 6 month law, but like, no, that's Tony Khan's job to do. And first of all, they gave the 6 month time because they knew he was going to fail by 6 months. So they kind of set him up with that one, low key. But 100%. Yeah, if I was Tony Khan, I'd be like, nah, you're going to work with him. Hell, y'all don't even got to cut much promos on each other. The names itself will go crazy anyway. Just go out there and just do your job. Just go out there and do your job. And if it fails afterwards, it fails afterwards. But we gave the fans what we want. That's what should have happened, man. And we didn't, man. And All In was just happened. It was just a generic AEW pay-per-view. That's all it was, man. And it could have been so much more. And it wasn't because of stuff like this. And with problems that could have been solved right out the gate, man, by just telling people to go do their job.
Seriously, bro. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. This and then that's the thing too. The whole 6-month clause, you knew damn well that this guy was going to fail within 6 months. You fucking knew it. You knew he was going to fail within 6 months. How much different would this would have went if as soon as he came back, they sat down and sorted this shit out?
And guess what? If the meeting didn't go well, then it didn't go well and doesn't come back. And that's it. But, like, you just should have done it from the fucking beginning.
Listen, man. I don't know, man. All CM Punk had to do to Chris Jericho was call him a stooge. And Jericho sat down and had a meeting with him. He sat down and had a fucking meeting with him. After all the shit that happened, if a fucking meeting with these guys wasn't warranted, and I don't know what fucking was. They should have did it, and it would have saved us time in AEW with CM Punk, and it would have fucking got us some really good on-screen work. The guy threw out counterfeit buck lines, fucking obviously sending out some sort of fucking feeler to work with the Elite. Didn't fucking work. Hangman shit, got him fined. Didn't fucking work. Created a real world championship to try to get MJF's attention. Didn't fucking work. And at that point, I feel like as soon as he came back and he realized the Elite genuinely didn't want to work with him,
he was done.
He was done. And yeah.
It's so. What was I fucking saying? I lost what I was going to say. God damn it. Ah, fuck. Damn it.
I'm sure it'll come back to you. Well, I know you said it didn't work.
It didn't work. God damn it. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck. I'm sure it'll come back to you.
You keep going.
But yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, this was just never gonna fucking succeed the way they went about him coming back, especially keeping these guys apart on separate shows. It was just never gonna fucking work. And again, if these guys made it clear to Tony Khan that they weren't working with him, either Tony Khan should have just told them no, and if they were really fucking persistent, you should have just never fucking brought him back at all, because I don't even think Punk wanted to come back if it was just going to be for this fucking amount of wasted time and wasted fucking feuds for nothing.
Wasted everything, man. They really did.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Completely fucking ridiculous, bro. Completely fucking ridiculous. And yeah, so that is pretty much everything we got on the Elite and CM Punk and their meeting that was supposed to happen. And for our final story regarding CM Punk, PW Insider is reporting that Ace Steel was released by AEW earlier yesterday during the All Out 2022 incident between CM Punk, the Elite, Ace Steel, and Ace Steel. He allegedly bit Kenny Omega, as we all know. But, yeah.
Should have never hired him in the first place back.
You should have never fucking hired him back in the first place. That's another thing you did to try to make CM Punk happy, even though you never brought him backstage.
No, you were just giving him checks. You were just giving his friend checks to make him happy, and good thing he's fucking gone, because there was no point in doing it. Only point was for CM Punk, dude, and that's over with. So, sucks, man. It sucks everything happened, man, and it sucks it ended the way it is, but it's fucking over, and I hope everybody in all the parties can just finally fucking move on.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. But now Punk is gone from AEW, and I want to see him back in WWE, man. I want to see him back in WWE. I think because clearly WWE is going to be the place for him. Because like I said on Monday, he can go there. People cannot like him. WWE, they're going to make people work with him because it makes good content for the fans. You know.
What matters.
And guess what? If he fucks up again, WWE will have no tolerance to his bullshit. And it is what it is. And it is what it fucking is, man. All I know is that this dark side of the ring is just getting fucking better and better.
Oh, dude, we're gonna see fucking Chris Jericho, the Bug. Oh, dude, it's gonna be hilarious.
Jack Perry. Oh, man. I wonder if Punk will do it. I wonder if he'll sit down and do it.
I think he might. He'll just be shitting on him the whole time. I'm back there working with fucking children, man, and things just kept heating up. Shit like that. It'll be gold, man. That might be the most selling thing all year.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, yeah, that's the situation with Punk. Ace Steel's fired again. I don't know why the fuck he was brought back in the fucking first place, but he was. And now he's fired again. So, he's probably... I actually heard, too, AEW, I guess this is what they found for Ace Steel to do. There had been talk over the last month that AEW was looking into a space in Florida for Steel to train and work with talent that obviously will not come to pass now that he's been released. So you didn't do that while you had William Regal under your banner, but you're willing to do that for Ace Steel?
Fuck, man. Cool little Tony Khan.
That's wild if you ask me, but whatever. So yeah, man. Yeah, so that is everything. That is everything with the CM Punk drama. He's been fired. He wants to go back to WWE. He wants to call William Regal a stooge. He wanted to work with the Elite, but they didn't want to work with him. All that fucking mess just for him to ultimately be fired.
Waste of time, man. I hate to see it.
Complete waste of everybody's time. And it sucks, too, because the fucking first year in AEW, you just seen the potential of what that guy could have been in AEW. You fucking seen it. He was working with people he didn't like. They were doing business. And it was just great shit.
It really was, man. It sucks to see what happened to it.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. So with that, that is going to do it for everything we got. That is going to do it for everything we got here today with the news, you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. And with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 178. Thank you guys for being here with us, man. And it has been always, always, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the bud, the lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer, death.